Okay, here we have the pretty much empty frame. All we have here is the motor and transmission with the support bracket on one side and the motor mount connected to the rails on the bottom on the other side. That stain that you see underneath is the transmission fluid that leaked out when I took out the axles. Okay, here we've added the battery rack or the battery case, 2x6 on the bottom, plywood on each end, and flooring, leftover flooring on each side. There's a single 3/8 bolt drilled through the 2x6 on the ends, going through the aluminum rail, the 1.25" tube on each end. The batteries are going inside. Then there'll be a strap across the top going down the middle between the battery posts. That keeps everything tied inside the battery rack, as well as to the aluminum on the bottom, just in case the bolts should pull through for some reason. In this section, we've added one of the cross supports for the high voltage and low voltage junction boxes, middle of the screen at the top there. And you'll see on one side of it, on the right side, that little black box is the DC to DC converter that takes the 48 volts from the battery pack and makes it into 12 volts for your lights and that sort of thing. Here we've added the second support for the high voltage and low voltage junction boxes. All that this support has is the little clamps you see on the top to help hold down the high voltage and low voltage plastic cases. Here we've added the high voltage junction box, which is on your right, low voltage junction box, which is on your left. They are Walmart clear containers for storage. The handles on either end flip up to lock the top of the case on, which is one of their positives. And besides that, they are not perfectly waterproof, but they certainly will resist drips and splashes. On the back and left side of the motor module, you see a couple pieces of plywood that are going to be set up to keep the rain off the module while I'm doing my assembly. And that's going to become part of the packing crate to take the motor module down to Winnipeg for delivery. With the third piece of plywood added, the camera position had to be moved. So now you're looking from the front of the motor module. You can see the motor and the transmission in front of you. And the high voltage and low voltage junction boxes are kind of in the glare on the top there. The flash messed up the shot. Wrapping things up, we have the top piece of plywood added to the crate, again, just to keep some of the moisture off if it should happen to rain overnight. And that pretty much does it for this update.